I had to go grab my food and shit right quick, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Had to get my grub on. Straight up. So that be cool. Your time coming. I'm gonna start that bit up in a second, man. Get my grub on and shit. I'm about to pile that bit up. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, we got some new shit on lock. We got Prisman, Rally. Mm. Alright, let's see what the fuck we got up, man. Got 3 points. 7, excuse me. Get it 5.
speedy. Hot, hot. Down. Hot, hot. Here we go. Here we go. Ready. Ready, ready. Set up. Set. Get up. Ready. Hot, go. Set up. Go. Come on. Set. Hut. Let's go. Hut, hut. Here we go. Set. Ready. Set. Ready. Ready. Set. Go. Let's go now. Set up. Down. Ready. Ready, ready. Go. Here we go. Here we go. Hut. Set. Go. Set. Set, go. Ready. Ready. Set up. Ready, ready. Come on. Set. Get up. Let's go. Hot, hot. Here we go. Set.
Well, nigga finally got him one.
Ready. Ready. Set. Let's go now. Go. Set. Go. Let's go. Ready. Down. Go. Ready. Get up. Here we go. Ready.
I only missed one. He only scored one time out of all them reps.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visitor's sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys, losers of 2 straight, hoping to get back on track here. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home.
We can't lose no more.
The Jags defense ready to go to work following a poor performance in the loss last week. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And this was a week of soul-searching for this unit. They did not play well at all in the loss last time out. So this becomes a gut check type of a game. Each member of this defense is going to need to up their play.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You get a look at their key inactives for this week's game. And Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
Officially,
I did not know, bro.
on that one, no gain,
I did not know Trouble was out hurt.
On third down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy.
Damn, they trying to say Travis hurt now too?
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They're in a somewhat unenviable position here to start the drive with the ball already up near midfield. Now Herbert to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Herbert. That is not going to be
hit, boy.
as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Hell of a hit.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They just got the benefit of a beautiful punt a moment ago, so this offense backed up down by their own goal line to start this possession. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From his own end zone, it's Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
We tried it.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that
definitely
last
tried
play.
It, boy.
But not what you want to see this late
Why
in
try
the
to bond that
season.
bit on me
Medical
that time?
staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Richardson to throw. Richardson hit it and fumbles it. But fortunately, he's
there ain't no fucking way we ain't just get this ball back, dog. They always doing that bullshit, bro. Come on, man. Damn, dog. They always doing that bullshit, bro.
A short one there, caught by Warren. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second and a couple.
Goddamn fumble recovery. He picked the ball back up.
Second down at the 36-yard line. Here we go.
Herbert powering up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Brings up third down.
Richardson working from the gun. And he is caught. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for another Colts.
Richardson to throw off play action. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Across midfield at the 48.
Here's a give to Herbert. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Able to find the open.
Come on, Tyson Campbell. God damn, bro. You do the same shit in real life, bro. Yeah, bro. Come on, dog.
Colts, first down.
Now Richardson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. A handoff for Herbert. He takes this for about 6.
I tried to go script that motherfucker.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Come on, dog.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. So the completion good for just 3.
It's a
And 3rd and 8 now.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Richardson. He's got his
Man, this nigga Campbell, dog. Come on, bro.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
Bro?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll toss it out right to Herbert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Damn, dog.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football.
But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, come on, bro.
Khalil Herbert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They trail 7-0 as this next drive begins with a first down.
Damn.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. There's a nice move. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
41-yard line.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think
I
about
did it at
every
Florida,
single
faithfully.
play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the
Them
best
boys stop
athletes
playing,
on the
man.
planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now
Lord,
3rd
you
and
balling, my boy.
12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was
Definitely
freed
balling,
up in
my
order
boy.
to stuff that one for a
Straight
loss.
up.
I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd
Shit,
down.
that's my fault. No.
And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the
Sir.
first down marker. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right, what you're hoping.
Yeah, yes, sir. That boy Trevor Lawrence out for a couple weeks, so I don't think we're going to even go.
They trail here in the 2nd quarter as this next drive
I don't
begins
even
with a
know.
1st
We
and
gonna
10. Read option. Here's Herbert. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Colts.
And Richardson back to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. second and a couple.
Come on.
This is Herbert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Herbert. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. And they're down a couple of scores here early, so the focus certainly is going to be on not letting this deficit get any wider.
Go!
Richardson now throwing to start the drive. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Brian Brzee gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. They'll run here with Herbert. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Come on. 19.
Herbert once more. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They'll try to get the football right back to their offense who just punted. So now they'll try to force a punt themselves. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, Richardson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
No, how come the offense keep getting the ball back, bro? Come on, man.
Not advancing here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Back to the air with Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again. And that's That's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to
Pissed me
jar
off,
that
boy.
ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. And they're going to need to start slowing this offense down. They trail here 3rd quarter as this drive gets underway. Now Richardson throwing to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Richardson. That's into the hands of Woods. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. And Richardson yet again. A short one there, caught by Warren.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Here's Herbert. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the ground, DJ Giddens. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. And after their guys were forced to punt a moment ago, they'll try to force one of their own here as this drive begins with a 1st down. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. A give left side here for Herbert. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Richardson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers. Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They're going to need to bear down a bit with this drive beginning all the way out past the 40-yard line. Here's Richardson throwing to start the drive. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 40.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. That's caught right side. It's Warren. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Colts. First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Stop playing.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Jags, and they're getting into must-stop territory. Down a couple of scores here in the 4th as this next drive gets underway. Back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll lose yardage here back to the 15. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now it's Richardson. Got his man, it's Warren. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Richardson looking to throw this. He stiff arms him. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've got to defend a very short field here. 1st and 10 already in the red zone. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Richardson to throw. Buying time. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Devin Lloyd. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pass knocked free there by Tyson Campbell.
He was...
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They'll be summoned one more time here in the final minute of this football game. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Come on.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, he'll hand this off. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Indianapolis, they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.
Every player hopes to someday be known as a true superstar, but in a constant pursuit of perfection, it only takes someone else to fill them in when the status has been reached.
Turning some heads lately. The world is watching. I already know they watching. Everybody I met carry serious weight now. You know you're in the spotlight, you know, good time for yourself, you can host for your teammates, legacy of the franchise. You already know, coach. You know what I'm saying? How you handling that added pressure? Pressure is my playground. Straight up. Get up, froze. Shit ain't responding, y'all. Okay, shit gets a little froze, so. What you just force him on with his stick for his 3-3 knocks. Offense is slightly faster. Alright. Shit, let's get it, y'all, boy. Shit.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Titans sideline, head coach Brian Callahan. Then on the other side, you've got Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. This guy's stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. Jaguars defense ready to go to work here on this Sunday night. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And like all of us, he's looking to finish strong here. It's been a good season for him. One that saw him really prove himself as an NFL starter. So you know he'll want to see it all the way through to the end.
Ready, break!
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On play action, Ward. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's Marcus Williams who got in there to knock that away. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Ward. That's swung out to Mostert. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Ward. Pressure gets through, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Devin Lloyd coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've got the 3-0 advantage here as this next drive starts. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hey.
Play action. It's Ward. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Ward. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans.
Hey, Patrick Campbell, dog, bro.
Calvin Ridley.
They be doing this shit in real
6th
life,
touchdown
bro.
of the season.
Yeah, dog.
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They just got the benefit of a beautiful punt a moment ago. So this offense backed up down by their own goal line to start this possession. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series.
Come on.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
19 Tiger.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they couldn't get anything there, Charles. Now 4th down from their own 2, and a bad situation, to be frank, for the special teams.
Yeah, if you are the punting team now, your number one thing is protect the punter because you got to think.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. Their guys have the lead here in this first half, and they'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Ward. And this throw will be
I
intercepted.
take that, my boy.
And the Jaguars are going to take over here.
No, bro, come on, man.
That flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Talk about major mistakes like that, but ain't nobody even got it. What's the name already?
Now Ward.
Goofy shit, dog.
It's complete. Burks. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A run with Mostert up the middle. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
There's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Throwing now, Ward. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw is Ward. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. It's a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 14-yard line.
They'll throw again. Ward.
Man, look at this shit.
And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Raheem Mostert. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They trail here in the second quarter as this next drive begins with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Moore. And got his man. Complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
Man, bro.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They'll see what they can do in trying to force a stop as this drive starts 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Why the fuck they so wide?
To throw is Ward. Throwing to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Hell, man. Fuck, man.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. And we'll see what adjustments they made at halftime, trailing here to start the 3rd quarter of play.
Here we go, set.
Throwing to start the drive. Moore. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ward now working out of the gun. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Foyesade Oluokun coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 11.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a gift.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. And they're going to need to start slowing this offense down. They trail here 3rd quarter as this drive gets underway. Ward throwing to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Titans.
Looking to throw. Moore. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, Ward. In trouble, and he's taken down. Devin Lloyd able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 3rd down.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They're in desperate need of a stop here, or certainly a turnover would be nice. They trail fourth quarter as this drive begins 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Now, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Critical play in this football. The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They're locked in a tight one. Tie game, 4th quarter. So coming up with a stop here, vital, as this drive begins 1st and 10. Here's Ward, throwing to start the drive.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Floating one incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. And he is caught. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, 70 yards. And the Titans strike quickly to... The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They're in a somewhat unenviable position here to start the drive with the ball already up near midfield. From the gun, Ward. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Stop playing, bro.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They had the pick 6 just a moment ago, so they're feeling good as they prepare to try and make another stop.
Here we go.
Now Ward throwing after the interception. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Gets it to Burks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Ward.
It's complete to Lockett.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Cougar 19.
Here's Ward. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Throwing is Ward.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play.
This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Tennessee, they'll wrap up on a high note, but will still finish 3 games below 500 at 7-10.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they lose their 9th game on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt.